Let's review some common career myths. These are things that people think all the time that aren't true, that actually cause people stress and keep them from moving forward in a decision about major or careers. So let's get going. So, is this statement true? Career assessments will tell me exactly what occupation is right for me. Students ask me all the time, can I take the test? And I say, what test? And they say, the test that will tell me what my major should be. So is this true? Is there a test? No, of course not. There's no one test. So what is true? Career assessments can help me learn more about myself. They are only as good as the information you give them. They give you some ways to think about your skills, your interests, your values, and then they can make some matches of careers or majors that relate to those skills or interests or values, but they're only as good as how you answer the questions. So let's go into the next one. Is this statement true? There is one perfect occupation waiting for me out there somewhere. Oh Lord, no way is that true. What incredible stress that would be if it were, because that would mean if you got it wrong, you blew it, and the correct one is out there somewhere and you missed it. So what is true? There are a lot of different occupations in the world that could satisfy me. There are a lot of different occupations and careers that will use skills that I want to use, will employ the values that are most important to me. The search for the one true career is a fruitless search, and it only causes stress because so many things could actually be satisfying to anyone. What about this statement? In selecting a major, I'm selecting a career, and if I pick the wrong major, I'll end up in the wrong career. Oh Lord, this one causes so much stagnation in decisions about major. People try to pick the job first and then work backward and pick the major. But the fact of the matter is that most students have a very limited view of what's out there in the world. If I asked you, are you hungry? And the only thing you've ever had is hamburgers and hot dogs, and you said, yes, I'm hungry, and I said, what do you want to eat? You're going to pick hamburgers and hot dogs because that's the only thing you know. So many students are trying to pick a career when they have a very short list to choose from. So what is true? One major can lead to many different careers, and one career can be reached through many different majors. For instance, art history majors can go into business, and business majors can go into counseling. There's no one road to any one occupation, or at least there's very few occupations that are very limited in that way. Let's go to the next one. Is this statement true? Most students know their major or career goals when they enter college, so I need to hurry up and decide. This isn't true necessarily. It's certainly not true that most students are very clear, although it can certainly feel that way if you're undecided. It feels like you're the one that is undecided. So let's look at the numbers. What is true? 80% of entering college students are not certain of their major. Even the ones who've picked one may change their major, because 50% of students change their major at least once. Remember, hasty decisions often don't last. Now, that said, there is some movement in the California community college system to incentivize students to declare their major early in their college career. And there are certainly ways to move in the right track. Remember, you can always change later. So, often we think, I'm undecided and that's bad. I need to decide and then I need to act on it. Well, let's turn that around, because that's just a stress-causing statement. Let's change our thinking. Instead of I'm undecided, let's say I'm open-minded. I need to act before I make a decision. That means the decision of what major you choose and what career area you're interested in takes action on your part. It takes investigation. Maybe you take a counseling class. Maybe you read some books. Maybe you do some career assessments. Maybe you talk to a counselor. Students who wait for it to drop from the sky often find themselves frustrated. But students who engage on a path towards a decision often find themselves satisfied with the majors that they chose. Okay, good people, that's all for now.